Lewis, that was a very entertaining game of football and a point to show for it. What would you make of our performance today?
Oh, listen, just like I said to the players inside, I'm infused by the last 2 weeks. We're 5 unbeaten. We've come into a massive team in the league, but also a massive ground, and we've come full of confidence, and you could see that in the performance. Listen, there's still elements of the performance that I want to tighten up on, and the players are aware of those little bits already. But listen, we come away with it again. Really happy that we've managed to continue our little run, but also understand that there's still improvement to be made.
What would you make of the energy that we had out there? We really did go to Bradford and give them everything we had today.
Yeah, listen, it's what I've said to the players all along. I've got complete belief and trust in them. And listen, as long as they keep putting in performances like they have done at the minute, then they're okay by me. As soon as we fall below that, then I'm okay to tell them in no uncertain terms. But listen, today I'll go home a really happy man with the performances over the last 5. And as a club and as a person that's been here for so long, I'm really excited about what the future holds.
And it was arguably the most fast-paced game I think we've seen this season. Was it sort of an idea of yours just to get the ball forward as quickly as possible?
Listen, ultimately, I know what makes a good, successful team in League Two. I think I've played in good teams. I've played with really good players, and I think that group in there is probably better than any of the groups I've had previously. To their personality and their willingness to want to do what I ask, and for that I can't ask any more. Like I said, there's parts of it that we need to tighten up on, and hopefully over the next week me and Tony will get some proper time on the grass with the boys. But I think we've got a few battered and bruised again, and unfortunately we couldn't get away with the 3 points. But listen, we've got to respect the point, and like we said, if we can look after your points on the road and look after your home form, then you're on the right track.
And you called upon Mazzi today, came back after that sending off at AFC Wimbledon. It was a brilliant performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen, I've got full confidence in all the players. Listen, it was really tough today to leave Marshy and Jayden out of the squad completely. Listen, they've been really, really good. And Marshy obviously made the difference when we came here last season, so that was already in my mind. I think Jayden's done really, really well in the last few games. So, listen, it's one of those that now it's becoming really tough to not only name what I call as the impact players, name the starting team. I felt that Tom Fellows needed a little bit of a rest just because of how much we've asked from him, and he's been fantastic. And obviously we lost Dion to injury on Tuesday, but listen, like I said, I've got full confidence in any of the players that step in. I think I've also got to give a special mention to David Robson, who's been fantastic, and today he's missed out because of Ellery's come in. And listen, you've just got to look at the quality that he shone with today, but that's not to say that Dave or Corey won't get their chances again.
And we'll speak on Tony Craig. We know he's your right-hand man. That was an incredible performance out there today. Some of those blocks and interceptions were vital, weren't they? Yeah,
definitely. I think, listen, I can't speak highly enough of him as a person. Like I say, I've obviously made this shift across to Interim at the moment, and hopefully it's not for too much longer. And he's been fantastic, and there's no one else I would choose to stand next to me. And then if I ever put him into a game as I have done today, listen, you know what you're going to get. You don't spend as long as he does in the Championship as a captain and have such a successful career if you don't. I think you've only got to look at the boys inside the dressing room, how much respect he gets, and hopefully he'll help me get a little bit more on the side.
And you could really see those attacking sequences coming together between Nadders and Nico and Tills. It looked very sharp today. I think we were unlucky not to score with one of them.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said to the boys inside, listen, goals change games. If we could have got a couple in the first half, I think it becomes a completely different game. I think we really got after them in the first half and showed sort of what we're about when we play on the front foot with our intensity and our energy. I think the big thing that I'm really proud of is that we've been really consistent over the last 5 games. But listen, any of the front boys that play, Nick obviously played out wide today, but then you look, you've got, like I said before, you've got Jayden, you've got Mark Marshall, you've got Tom Fellows, you've got Remy, you've got Dom Telford. Listen, you've got fantastic options, and you've got some of the boys back at the back who's not travelled with us today. And listen, they've all been really, really good. I think you've only got to look at the standard of training, how that's jumped up, and that just tells in the performances on a Saturday.
Obviously 127 Crawley fans coming up here. We don't have to say any more, do we? Every week we say it, but it's just incredible support.
Listen, to get 240, I think it was on Tuesday, and then to get another 127 today, that says it all. I think obviously everyone can tell. I say it in the change room a lot, but there's something happening at Crawley, and everyone wants to get behind it. And listen, it's brilliant support that we're getting. And like I said, the last couple of games they've helped to drive us on, and fingers crossed they continue to do that. Listen, obviously now we have a little break from the bread and butter of the league, and we've got a really, listen, a great week ahead of us coming with regards to obviously the FA Cup, and then a really, really exciting trip up to Burnley who are riding high. But listen, we've just got to take it day by day, and if I'm still in the job tomorrow, fingers crossed I am, we can continue to build on what we've done over the last couple of weeks.
Lewis, thank you very much. Thank you. George, what a game when the unbeaten run extends. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it was enjoyable to play in, to be honest. It was a little bit of a basketball match. I think we had the better of it, to be honest, especially in the first half. We was winning the ball high up the pitch constantly. Loads of final third entries, loads of box entries, and we just said at half time, just got to tidy up on that last pass or last finish, and we could have had a hatful in that first half. The boys applied themselves unbelievable. Great energy, after a tough Tuesday night game where we looked a bit leggy. I felt like we came out the traps today. Everyone was firing, loads of energy, loads of front foot play. It was enjoyable to play in.
Yeah, I was going to say, after so many fixtures in a row and so many Tuesday night games, I think the pace of that game was maybe the fastest of the season so far. Yeah,
it felt like it. I mean, it's a great crowd here at Bradford. Love playing here, to be fair. Last couple of seasons we've come here, we've got 3 points both times, so that was a message in there. You've got to believe it, apply the energy to the game, and we can come take 3 points. And on another day we would have took 3 points. So yeah, just proud of the boys, proud of everyone in the dressing room from Youngie all the way through. Everyone's doing a great job, everyone's pulling in the right directions. A fantastic atmosphere at the moment, and long may it continue.
So many attacks and so many chances there. I imagine the lads will be disappointed that we didn't take them, but one positive is the amount that we created compared to maybe some previous games.
Yeah, that's it. I think the problem in the start of the season, we just wasn't getting those final third entries, and our probably expected goals was low, and we've got to drag that up. We've got to get more final third entries, got to have more cutting edge play, more pace, winning the ball back in their half, and try and exploit that, because we've got the players to do it. So it's just it's a great bunch of boys in there, excellent application, and there's a dog in them boys in there, and it's always been there, and it's starting to come back out.
Before we discuss the team more, yourself individually, obviously coming back from injury, 90 minutes today, how did it feel?
Yeah, amazing. That's right. It was a great game to come back in. Like I said, I love playing here. Great crowd. Really, really happy to come through 90 minutes. Obviously, last few games I've sort of had 45, 60, and then was aiming to get 90 today, and I feel good. So I'm really happy with that. Nice week now, with no Tuesday game, and then into the FA Cup. So good atmosphere back at home, and let's get another win.
And I was discussing Tony Craig with Lewis Young just now. Obviously, he said how well he applied himself, what performance he made. How good is it just having Tone to your left and seeing him make those blocks and interceptions in the middle?
Yeah, he's inspirational. He rubs off on the rest of the team. Obviously Tone's towards the end of his career now, but he shows it week in, week out that he's still more than capable of playing and being one of the standout players as well. So I'm sure he's going to be a great coach one day as well. He's got a great brain on him. Tone's just a top fella, top pro, top player. I'm not surprised he's had the career that he's had, and it's great to be on the pitch with him.
And that's 5 unbeaten now under Lewis Young. Just what is the mood in the camp like, and how are the boys reacting to him?
Yeah, like I said, everyone's behind him. Everyone respects him massively. It's just great to work under him, to be honest. I played with Youngie, like I've said before, when I first came to the club. Excellent pro, good football brain as well. So I'm not surprised that he's gone into the coaching side and doing really well. So all the boys are behind him. He's got all the respect. I think you can see that in the performances. High energy. Like I said, there's a lot of dog in them boys in there. That's always been there, and it's sort of starting to come back out now.
And 127 away fans today. Obviously, after a long trip to Colchester too, we had a lot of fans there. The support's just unbelievable, isn't it, this season?
Yeah, excellent. We can only repay them with performances, and hopefully they enjoyed the game today. I'm sure they did. We're sad that we couldn't get them the 3 points, but it's another good point in the right direction, and we can only keep trying to repay them with them travelling up the country to support us with points.
And finally, that's league business done for a while, because we've got 2 cup games coming up. We've got our Carabao Cup game at Burnley, we've got the game against Accrington. 2 exciting games that are sort of away from the league now.
Yeah, I think they've come at a good time, to be honest. With the last 4 league matches, we've gone 2 wins and 2 draws, so that's excellent to get us up the bottom of the table where we was. So that's positive. We can sort of put that to the side for the moment for a week or so, and really go for it in the cups. And you know, obviously we've had some good times in the cups over the years with Leeds and Norwich and Stoke, and then Fulham this year. So you know, it's more opportunity to draw eyes to the club, give the fans some good evenings and afternoons, and you know, magic of the cup. So let's get in the second round.
George, thank you and well played today.